Hello, YouTube homies. Even if you're all in my head, hello. I am just making this little video to talk about one of my favorite things, Wajas. So just in case you're watching this, clicked on it and don't know what Wajas is, don't worry, I'll explain. Wajas is a free online game that completely revolves around the collecting and breeding of 17 different breeds of canines called Wajas. And if you already play, then you may have seen me around. I go by the name Yellow Ferret over there, just like I do here. I'm making this video kind of as an experiment and kind of as an excuse to talk about the process of creating your very own custom Wajas. So you don't have to play very Wajas. You don't have to play very long to know that a custom is a Waja that doesn't have parents because you've made it yourself with an item called a custom token. Looks like one of these. Many players get into making their own customs at some point, but they're relatively rare because tokens can only be bought with a form of in-game currency called Crazy Waja Points, or CWP for short. And that's what it looks like. There are two ways to obtain CWP. One is to exchange real-world money for them via a virtual transaction. The other way is by using the second, more common form of Waja's currency, known as Waja credits, or WC, to purchase CWP from other players. It's mostly earned playing mini games like this one. The exchange rate is generally around 4 million WC for one CWP. Actually, there is a third way of obtaining CWP, which is to sell items or Wajas for that currency. But I believe that's more of a supplementary source of CWP income for most players. You're not really going to rely on that as your main method of making it. Although still worth mentioning. Anyway, once you've earned the CWP, you will, of course, buy the token you want, and it will be immediately deposited into your inventory, which looks something like this. Then you'll go into your inventory, click on that token, and select the Create option from the list that pops up. That will take you into a screen very similar to this one. Woo! Okay, now, depending on which token you buy, you will have 2 to 4 slots to add markings and mutations to your Waja. For example, this. Markings basically just add a pattern or design to your Waja's fur. To me, mutations are more fun. For example, let's do this one. Mutations can simply change the appearance of part of your Waja's anatomy, such as their ears or tail, or in this case, the chest. Or they can add an entirely new feature to the Waja's body, like antlers or bat wings, which I think is kind of wild, but also really cool. So I think that's all I want to cover in this video. Next time, I'm going to talk about a specific custom design that I'm making myself, and I'm calling it Maximum Floof. Silly, I know. And that will come out no later than February 13th. I want that video ready in time for when I actually make them. Okay, but that's it for now. See you soon, homies.